The United States has long been at the forefront of efforts to make it illegitimate to acquire territory by force. After World War II, Washington urged that this idea be at the center of the United Nations Charter. At the Nuremberg trials, it required that military aggression be deemed a crime, and it actively supported this principle, sending troops to fight North Korean aggression in 1950 and Iraqi aggression in 1991. The results are noted in The Internationalists by Una Hathaway and Scott Shapiro. Between 1816 and 1945, there were more than 150 territorial conquests. Since 1945, with the international system of rules and norms the U.S. helped create, territorial conquests have almost completely disappeared, quote unquote. But thanks to Donald Trump's personal pique, this enduring American achievement is about to be lost.
I'm Muqtedar Khan, your host, and today I'm doing a very special conversation. This is a free tutorial in international relations for Fareed Zakaria. For those of you who know Fareed Zakaria as a journalist on CNN who writes for the Washington Post, perhaps you don't know that he's also a PhD in international relations from Harvard University and has a pretty good academic record. So if you go and see his Google Scholar, you will see that he has several citations for the various articles and books that he has written. But in one particular show, and you can see the video, I think the show was broadcast yesterday by CNN 360, his signature show on world affairs. Fareed Zakaria, in order to show his contempt and criticism of Donald Trump, basically says that Donald Trump is destroying the world order, which he is. But then he characterizes the world order as something that the United States has developed in the last 75 years. And the cardinal principle that he refers to is that one of the main principles on which the international order produced by the US is based on non-expansion of the territory of your state through use of war. So he's referring to basically in the UN Charter's Article 2.4, and you can see that here it says all members shall refrain in their international relations from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of any state or in any other manner inconsistent with the purpose of the United Nations. So basically it says that the international order has been developed by the United States for the last 75 years or so. The US has been sustaining this global order, and this is an important principle. And then giving Russia a pass or allowing Russia to keep the territories that it has conquered and annexed in 2014. And now, and you can see the map of the territories that Russia has annexed or controls right now, is rewarding it, but is also undermining the most important principle of the international order. So Donald Trump has now become an enemy of the very international order that the US has created and has served US and Western interests so well. So that is what Fareed Zakaria is really talking about. But what he says is quite untrue. He says that there has hardly been any instances since the US hegemony began in which you can see that nations have conquered and annexed other territories. This was very common under the British domination in the 19th and the 20th century, or at least before World War II, but subsequently that has not happened. This is not true. He cites two examples of the United States going to war in Korea as well as against Iraq to prevent annexation through war. But so I thought I will go and basically do this show to show to Fareed Zakaria that that is not the case. And so I have a few examples here. There are many more. While I was looking for the maps that I'm sharing with you now, for those of you who are listening to this conversation on their cell phones, I would recommend that you watch the video because the maps are beautiful and quite illustrative of the point that I'm trying to make. I found this article in the Geopolitical Monitor. Why is the post-World War II non-annexation norm so weak? It's an interesting article. And Fareed, this is one of the two homeworks that I'm giving you. and you should probably read this article. So let's look at this map. In 1949, China invaded basically Tibet, and in 2 years' war has annexed Tibet in 1956. Look at the size of Tibet. It looks as big as maybe 60% of India. And that was annexed in 1951 during the global order that the United States has established, and that that Fareed Zakaria so appreciates and is so worried that Donald Trump is going to destroy that. So this happened in 1951. If you look at the map of Kashmir, the green part, which is called as Pak-occupied Kashmir, is the entire territory. Gilgit and Baltistan have been annexed by Pakistan in 1947. So the entire green part was invaded by Pakistan, conquered, and annexed. And then if you see the red part, so basically Kashmir is like Mickey Mouse. It has 2 years, and 1 year was captured and annexed by Pakistan in 1947. And the second one was captured in the War of 1962 by China and annexed by China. And that is not enough, so much for the global world order. Pakistan, if you look at the part on the top, where it says territory ceded by Pakistan to China, in 1963, Pakistan gave that much area to China. And then look at this. This is the map of Israel. The story of Israel is of annexation through war and territorial expansion. I would like to give Israel a pass for the war in 1948 because it was the Arabs who invaded Israel in 1948 after the United Nations created it, and they lost the war, and so they lost a lot of territory that you can see in 1948. So this white part of Israel emerged after the war that actually ended in 1949. But after that, all those annexations are by wars initiated by Israel, supported by the United States, which according to Fareed Zakaria does not allow these kind of activities. So the weapons, the money, the legal support that Israel needs all come from the United States. We have seen that in the last 2 years, how committed the United States is not just to Israel's security, but to Israel's imperialism also. So all of this, and look at the map of even West Bank, except for the dark green spots, everything else is now completely controlled by Israel's steady expansion of territory. And now the same United States is now suggesting that we commit an act of ethnic cleansing in Gaza and build apartment buildings and a Middle Eastern Riviera, basically a real estate money-making project. This also happened during this very period where the United States sponsored rule-based international liberal order was prevailing. If you look at this map, this is also a map of Israel where you can see the Golan Heights. The Golan Heights were annexed in the 21st century. This is a much recent annexation by Israel in the 1980s and formalized by the United States and accepted by the United States, which is rewarding Israel every time it engages in war and conquest and annexation. There are so many such instances, and I don't know what international order Fareed is talking about. Maybe in his syllabus at Harvard, they didn't have all of this history. And then look at this, the Moroccan annexation of Western Sahara. This happened very recently. I think it's 2020. So if you look at the map, the light yellow part of Western Sahara is occupied and now annexed in part of the Moroccan territory. And guess who? The superpower that does not allow this to happen actually recognized Morocco's annexation of Western Sahara in exchange for Morocco's recognition of Israel. So when Israel is concerned, international law, international rules do not really matter. And I guess it gives Fareed Zakaria an amnesty. It sort of gives him a sort of immunity from truth speaking, I guess. And so he's able to say with such confidence that the United States has created a rule-based order which does not allow conquest and annexation, but it does. And in none of these cases has the United States gone to war, as it did in the case of the Korea and Iraq. And I want to also, talking about the rule-based order, the liberal order, there are a lot of people who are Biden supporters are lamenting at the loss of the order which Donald Trump is destroying for sure. This purpose of this video is not to support Donald Trump. I disagree with most of his policies, except when it comes to Greenland and Canada. I think Canada should be the 51st state of the United States, and Greenland should be the 52nd state. So I agree with that, but everything else, I obviously think that Donald Trump is doing counterproductive. They're going to undermine the United States economy rather than bolster it. And then here's my second assignment, homework for Fareed Zakaria. I want you to look at these photographs and see what happened. So all this devastation that you're seeing, all this horrible genocidal violence that was perpetrated on a tiny piece of land. The homework is to find out who provided the weapons, who provided the money, who provided the legal cover to cause this amount of devastation on a land occupied or where people live who don't even have a nation, who don't have an army, and who do not have the support of the so-called rule-based liberal order. So this is my homework to you, Fareed. Look at these pictures and tell me whose weapons, whose money, whose legal support enabled this. Anyway, so I hope for those of you who have been watching Khanversations, you found this conversation interesting, if not amusing. So please subscribe to Khanversation, like this video, press the bell icon, and don't forget to share this video with your social political network, with your friends. And if you have Fareed Zakaria's email, do send it to him. This is a free tutorial for Fareed Zakaria, and I hope he likes it. So if you have any questions, Fareed, you are free to ask me. My office hours are on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 o'clock till 1 o'clock. And you can use this email, askprofkhan@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching.